We start with new information on the young children and a woman hit by a car in Fargo earlier this morning. Police say one child was injured in that incident. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jordan Schreier. It happened around 7:30 this morning at 7th Avenue and 5th Street North. Police say a woman was riding her bike with the two young children in the trailer attached. The bicyclist was crossing the street when a car turning hit her. The driver says he didn't see them. That man was cited for failure to yield. One child was hurt but is expected to be okay. New at noon, a sex offender currently in prison will soon be living in Otter Tail County. The sheriff's department there says 29-year-old Gregory Keppers will be living near the city of Otter Tail starting next Monday, June 17th. His offenses include sexual assault of teenage girls and approaching random girls in public and asking them for sexual favors. A public meeting about his release is scheduled for Friday, June 14th. For more information on that meeting, just go to our website, valleynewslive.com. Also new at noon, a Grand Forks man is in jail today after police say he tried stealing a pickup truck and eventually ran from authorities. It all happened yesterday afternoon in the 2500 block of 17th Avenue South in Grand Forks. Someone called police to say that his Ford F-150 pickup was stolen. Police were able to find the truck in the 2500 block of 13th Avenue South, and when they got closer, a man inside took off running. A perimeter was set up for about 20 minutes to find the man, who was later identified as a 23-year-old Xavier Ferguson. Ferguson was booked on motor vehicle theft and fleeing from police charges. Taking that live look outside right now, it seems like a few clouds have just kind of gone over the metro here. It's been a mostly sunny morning, though. For what we can expect for the rest of our day, let's check in with meteorologist.
One pocket of cloud cover that has taken over the Red River Valley, or I should say the Fargo-Moorhead area, but also stretching up the Red River Valley toward Grand Forks and back to Devil's Lake, where we might be getting a couple of sprinkles there as these clouds drop to the south and east and continue to develop today. But there are wide areas of blue sky too, and we'll see more of that as we head into the afternoon. But we will end up with a few more clouds, a few more chances for some rain, and maybe even some thunder in the valley heading into the evening hours tonight. You can see there's some thunderstorms moving into the Arrowhead of Minnesota, but other than that, the tri-state area fairly quiet. Checking out your hourly planner, expect to have some temperatures on their way up into the low to mid 70s. We'll end up with partly cloudy skies through the rest of the afternoon. Wind that is a bit brisk right now. We do have some gusts into the 20s out of the northwest for this afternoon. And you notice that one little thunderstorm cloud there around 7 o'clock tonight. We have the potential for one or two showers passing through, and some of them may produce a little lightning. Pretty weak stuff, though. So we're going to talk about that and our next chance for more substantial rain coming up in just a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. And our recent rain has made for prime breeding grounds for mosquitoes, and Cass County Vector Control is spraying for the bugs tonight. Aerial spraying is happening at 8 this evening in Moorhead, Fargo, and West Fargo. The active ingredient in the spray is permethrin, and this insecticide is labeled for use in residential areas, and research shows it is non-toxic to human and pets. A North Dakota man is facing drunk driving charges after rolling his pickup on I-94. The Highway Patrol says Stephen Eversole Jr. of Mandan was speeding near Valley City last night around 8:30 when he lost control, hit the ditch, and rolled. He was thrown from the truck and pinned underneath. A farmer spotted the crash and used a large loader to lift the pickup and free Eversole. The victim was then airlifted to a Fargo hospital. His condition is unknown at this time. A professional distance runner who grew up in Perham, Minnesota, has been moved to end-of-life care during her battle with liver cancer. Gabriel Grunwald was a state high school champion in the 800-meter run. She went on to run for the University of Minnesota, where she ran several Big Ten championships with the team and was named an All-American before turning pro in 2010. Grunwald narrowly missed out on the 2012 and 2016 Olympics. Her husband says her liver function took a turn for the worst late Saturday night. Investigators in Dallas are on scene of a deadly crane accident that happened over the weekend. At least one person died after a crane toppled in the city during a powerful storm on Sunday. Mayera Vayria has more.
Oh my God, the crane is falling over. Oh my God.
It took just seconds for this construction crane in downtown Dallas to collapse as winds as high as 80 miles per hour swept through North Texas. The twisted metal sliced through this 5-story apartment complex and tore through a neighboring parking garage. David Mendoza rushed to help an injured driver.
We look over to the right and we see a gentleman kind of dangling in his car that's like facing straight down.
Cars were stacked on top of each other in the rubble below. Dozens of emergency workers responded to the scene looking for people trapped.
We can't confirm the exact cause of the collapse, but, everyone's aware of the fact that the storm did roll through.
Tower cranes like the one that crashed can rise hundreds of feet in the air and are often designed to withstand hurricane-force winds of more than 100 miles per hour. Dallas wasn't the only area hit by Sunday's violent weather. Storms moved quickly across the region, uprooting hundreds of trees, flooding roads, and leaving more than 300,000 customers without power. According to the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics, Texas leads the nation in crane accidents where someone died. And since 2012, there have been 9 deaths, but this is the first time we've actually seen one where it didn't involve a construction worker. The company in charge of the crane that was involved in this accident, the one you see behind me, they say they will fully cooperate with the investigation. Mireya Villarreal, CBS News, Dallas, Texas.
Power and water to the entire complex remains shut off, so even residents in units that weren't damaged have not been allowed to go back home. At last check, 2 of the 5 injured remain in critical condition. In our consumer alert this afternoon, about a month after we honored our mothers, Dad's Day is fast approaching. But yet again this year, the expectations are low as far as how much you'll spend on a gift for Dad. We get the details from Chris Clackham.
There you go, nice and easy.
Hopefully you've remembered that Father's Day is this coming Sunday, and maybe you'll prove the predictions wrong about getting him a gift.
80% of consumers plan to buy a gift for Mother's Day, and only 70% plan to buy a gift for their fathers.
And according to RetailMeNot CEO Marissa Tarleton, the $90 projected to be spent on Dad is getting closer to the $100 spent on Mom.
Because RetailMeNot has tracked this data for years, is that divide is shrinking. It used to be that consumers would only spend about $80 on Dad.
Good news for Dad, who might be looking for something other than ties or socks.
What we're finding now is that consumers want to purchase something for Dad that they can experience with him. So some of the top contenders for gifts include dinners out, gift cards for experiences, even trips that they can take together.
Whatever gifts they get, the National Retail Federation says the average consumer will spend about $140 on Dad this year just to make him feel special on his special day.
Good job, buddy.
Chris Clackham, NBC News.
Why'd you get in the car?
Coming up here at noon, if you suffer from severe allergies, we have some options for you. Coming up a little later in this newscast. But next, Lisa Green is in with everything you need to know for our Monday forecast.